So I want to talk to you about the joy of the Lord is our strength. And so I did this research. I was like, what's the opposite of joy? And I discovered the opposite of joy is gloom or depression, depending. It can be either one. Let's call depression extreme gloom, okay? And then I was looking that in the world today, most people live in like the core of their being is perpetual gloom. So it turns out that for people that the joy, to have joy, is the anticipation of a great future. So for us as believers, do we anticipate a great future? Yes. So that gives us incredible joy. Gloom is the people that do not anticipate a great future. So picture with me all the people that do not have Jesus as their Savior, who do not have the hope of heaven and the resurrection of the dead and to see their loved ones. So for them, death is very gloomy. And more than that, because they don't even have the anticipation of heaven, all the younger generations especially, because of politics. You know as well as I know that 50% of the population of the United States is in gloom just because of who's in the White House. But it's more than that. Like, people are in gloom because of global warming, AI, the instability of the housing market, the job situation, life and everything. For a lot of people, when they look into the future, they only see gloom. They see wars and weapons, and they have a hard time seeing any joy, any anticipation of something in the future. You talk to most young people and say, hey, are you happy about the future? Are you hopeful? And most of them are going to go, no. It looks gloomy and scary, okay? Now, that doesn't, for people that are gloomy and depressed, it doesn't mean they never have a happy day. And you need to understand that. Like, let's say someone is, the core of their being is depression, and you take them to Kennywood. Can they enjoy the day at Kennywood? Yes. They're going to enjoy the rides. They're going to laugh and be happy and all that. And you might say to yourself, they've been cured. Now, I know they've been depressed for years, but now that I took them to Kennywood and took them out to eat, now I've cured them of the depression. Have you actually cured them of the depression? No. It's just that they had a happy day. In fact, people that are gloomy are constantly trying to get happiness. They go buying stuff. They think if they travel, they do things in their life trying to get joy, but all they get is like a temporary happy day. For Christians, our joy is the Lord. Does that mean we never have gloomy, depressed days? Yes, sometimes we do. But that's because of something that might have happened in our life. But it's short term because the core of a Christian is Jesus Christ. And the core then is we have this great anticipation, this great hope. And so the core of believers is joy. And it's becoming more and more obvious as time is going on. You have Jesus Christ, you have a core of joy. You have this blessed hope, the glorious appearing of our great God and Savior Jesus Christ. If you do not have Jesus, life looks gloomy and getting worse.